Hello everyone, and welcome to the first video on my channel after a long time of deciding what I'm going to do on here. I decided I'll do something I enjoy. I've tried making stupid content that it might appeal to like the YouTube algorithm, but it's just not my thing. So I thought Football Manager, it's something I love to do, it's something I play regularly. I thought why not record it? So yeah, here we are. And as you can see, I am managing Chelsea. It's my first save on this game. I've literally bought it today. I've played 19 for I think 300 plus hours, which is a bit of a problem, but you know, it is what it is. As you can see, we've got a 2-year deal worth £130,000 a week replacing Frank Lampard. Now, it's a lot of money. A 2-year deal at Chelsea, they keep it short because they probably are going to sack me pretty soon, but we'll see how it goes. As you can see on the left side here, I've used the face scanner now. I've heard lots of good things about this, and I've played FM for a number of years and never really thought to try it. And I think this is justified why, because I can assure you I do not look like that at all. But we're going to crack on anyway. And yeah, let's get into the save. This episode will be mainly just focusing on, there'll be no games, no transfers. It will be looking at the club, looking at where they want me to be, where I think we'll be, and the kind of players we'll be looking to move on maybe in the summer and where we might need to bring people in. Now, I think we're going to have a transfer ban. I don't know for sure. I'd assume we do. If we do have a transfer ban, then that'll make it even more of a challenge to try and not get sacked. And I think it'll be a pretty fun one. So let's get into it and let's get introduced to the team. So we've got a 4.5-star reputation. We're predicted to finish 4th, which I think if we are transfer banned, I think that's maybe too high. We'll do well to get that, considering you've got probably Arsenal and Tottenham and also Man U, who will be around the area, plus teams like Leicester and Wolves, just like in real life, could easily challenge us. So it's going to be a tough one. We've got state-of-the-art training facilities, state-of-the-art youth facilities, and excellent youth recruitment. So we'll try and get that youth recruitment up to state-of-the-art as well once we get some board confidence and we can ask them for an upgrade. But I'd say that's pretty good. 41,000 capacity for Stamford Bridge is pretty small for a Premier League stadium at least for a club with a reputation the size of 4.5 stars like Chelsea, Champions League winners. So we maybe, if we're here long enough, can look into expanding this stadium, but that'll need a lot of board confidence, and I don't think we're going to get that based on how a couple of my Chelsea saves have gone over the old Football Manager games. I don't play with them often because it never ends well, and it's also the team I support in real life, and it's a tough one. It's a tough job. Roman Abramovich has got a quick trigger finger in terms of getting rid of managers. So here's one of the new features for FM20. It tells you, usually the board just give you like 3 things in the old games, like win the league, do this well in the Champions League, do this well in the Cup, but now it seems to give you a more detailed overview, so let's have a look at what they want from us. Okay, so they want us to sign players under the age of 22 for the future. That is favoured, so I think that means like the least importance. That's probably something we are going to do anyway, look for some young players to bring in. Maybe not to go straight into the first team, but it is something we will try. Playing attacking and possession football are required and desired, and I mean, that's what I would have been going for anyway. For a top team in the Premier League, it's kind of what you want to achieve. So I can see why they want that, that's fine. Develop players using the club's youth system. We'll try our best. I mean, we've got a lot of youth players who could come up. I'm thinking about Billy Gilmore, Conor Gallagher out on loan, Tino Andrew, pretty good youth prospects that could maybe make their way into the first team over 3 years, and also whatever new gens that we develop. Sign high reputation players. Well, if we don't have a transfer ban, or whenever the transfer ban ends, I think we can do that. It's something we will need to do with this Chelsea team if we want to make them challenging. We're not going to win the league with the players we've got. Play entertaining football, I suppose that comes under possession and attacking. 5-year plan. Okay, so this is what they want to do within 5 years. Let's see. Sign young players to develop for a profit is required. I mean, it probably will happen. The amount of young players we sign, not all of them are going to break into the team. We sell them on. We easily hit that target. Maintain self-sustainability. That's a new one. Okay, I imagine that just means keep the finances like on track. Expand the stadium and build a new stadium. That is a goal that we want to do. Maximum 1-year contracts for players over the age of 30. Okay, so that's players like Willian in the team at the minute. That's going to have to be looked at. Maintain the best youth system in the country. Maintain the best youth system in the world. That is something that we apparently already have. Wow, that's pretty good. Okay, we can definitely work with that. Maintain the best Premier League youth system, yeah. Work within the wage budget. I mean, I've never gone out of it before, so I'd hope we can do that. As of this season, they want us to qualify for the Champions League through the Premier League, so that is required. So if we don't do that, we might get sacked. Damn. Okay, so top 4 it is. Reach the final of the FA Cup minimum, and reach the quarter-final of the Champions League minimum. Damn. This is going to be very tough. If we do get sacked, then this save's just over. It'll be the end of this series, but you know, we'll see how it goes. Maybe we can pull something out of the bag here with the team we have. I mean, without a transfer ban, I'd back myself for this, but with it, it's going to be a tough challenge. Maintain the best youth system in the country. Yeah, we already know all them. By the end. Okay, so these are for future seasons. They want us to challenge for silverware. Challenge for the Premier League title by the end of 21-22 season. Work towards winning the title, and within 5 years they want us to win the league. Okay, we can do that for sure. If we can stay as manager for that long, we could definitely achieve that. Okay. Chelsea have today confirmed the appointment of manager Jake Cooper. That's all good. We saw that earlier. So yeah, as I've just seen the next email. We have a transfer ban only until January, so it has got the real life appeal. That is right. So for the summer, we can't buy anyone. So we do need to be careful if we sell anyone. We'd have to lean away from it, but you never know. It's going to be tough. It's going to be a very tough job to hit 4th place. So if we look at our club finances here, we've got a positive balance of 177 million with a transfer budget of 120 million, 90% transfer revenue. So we're doing good for finances. And a massive wage budget. Almost a million, I believe. Club info. So if we have a look at the club info screen, you can see that we are rich. Yes, we know that. There's our kits. Our key player is Kansei, fair enough. Captain Aspilicueta, Vice Captain Jorginho. That's fine. General. I mean, I'd hope that we'll eventually get into the legends and the icons of the club. Maybe overtake Frank Lampard. Who knows? And in terms of transfers, we've got Morata going out in 2020 because it's a loan that then turns into a move. So we will have £47.5 million added onto this transfer budget by the end of the season. So that's good. What clauses have we got? Anything we can sell? We have a buyback clause on Nathan Ake, so we'll definitely have a look at him, get a scout on him. Bertrand Traore is another interesting one here. We can sign him back for 15 million. So I'll definitely have a scout on him. Okay, Jorginho, there's some clauses we can buy out, but yeah, we won't worry about them. If we look at our transfer history, obviously we did bring in Kovacic for 40 million because that was a loan with an option to buy. But in terms of what we've sold this summer, obviously we've got all these players out on loan, but add on to that a few million here and there for some youth players. 8 million for Michael Hector. David Luiz and Aiden Hazard and Gary Cahill leaving. So these are some, I would say, free club leaders. Aiden Hazard especially, considering how good he was. If we have a look at his history, can we see what he did last year? 37 appearances, 16 goals, 34 appearances, 12 goals. And we have got no one to replace him, because obviously we can't buy any money. So this is why it's going to be tough to get top 4, but you never know. We'll see how it goes. Okay, so I'm just doing a load of the starter stuff. I've set mentoring groups, I've set staff responsibilities, seeing as we couldn't buy players, I figured a good thing to do would be to get some new staff in. So I've looked at where we're weak on staff and got some new ones. I mean, I was very happy with our head of youth development. He's got some great stats, and that's probably why we've been getting so many good young players over the years. But anyway, I thought I'd show you guys the squad depth screen so you can see what we're working with. Now, this isn't going to change much, obviously, until January because we can't buy new people until then. So, this is pretty much the team we're going to be looking at. I mean, we've got forward line, we've got 3 good strikers, good, not great. Tammy Abraham, obviously, with the potential to be great. If we go on to Tammy, he could get to 4.5 stars, but right now, not a bad striker to have. With Michy Batshuayi backing him, I'm not going to sell Giroud either, because one injury to any of these strikers, these 3 main ones, no one else can play there, but any injury to any of them 3 and we'll be struggling. So, in terms of strikers, I think we'll be okay. Now, attacking, I've put 4-2-3-1 as the formation right now, just so we can see a good variety of squad depth, rather than just having it as a 4-4-2, which we're never going to play. I mean, Pedro and Willian are good options on the right wing. I'm not sure where Pulisic fits into this, because he plays left wing for Chelsea in real life. However, according to this, he's not even top 5 left wingers. I mean, I think Hudson-Odoi, if we have a look at him, potential to be a very good player on the left or the right. So I think he will be our left winger once he's back from injury, though, which I'll show you later. We've got a lot of injury problems before the season's even started. But I mean, Loftus-Cheek's come back. We've got a good squad. We've got a good squad available to us, that's for sure. The problems probably will come in defence, but even looking at that, we don't look too bad. Tomori can be good. Rudiger's already a strong option. Obviously, we've got some good depth here with Kante, Kovacic, Jorginho, Barkley, Loftus-Cheek. Our centre midfield spot should be fine. I mean, 3 stars seems to be the average everywhere, with the odd Kante and Willian maybe sticking out. So I would say maybe with the abundance of centre midfielders, we could go for a 4-3-3. Either way, we've got a decent team. Not a good team, not a great team, a decent team. And if we set ourselves up right and we get the right amount of luck in the league, we could maybe hit top 4. I also had a look at the assistant report, and you can see 3 of our most talented young players. We've obviously got Billy Gilmore. Could be a good player in the future. He's wanted right now, and I think I'm going to try and loan him, because we do have a lot of players available in his position. End of the season, I would like him in the first team, regularly starting. Preferred position, midfield centre. Pay his wages, and whoever wants him can have him. I'm happy with that. Yeah, Billy Gilmore, offered to clubs on loan, done. And Tino Andrin, he'll be a good player for our youth side, and he could be very good in the future. Attacking midfielder. It's a position we could use someone, to be fair, but right now, I suppose, he just have to stay in the youth team. George McEachran, again, another midfielder, could be good. Would I want him playing at that kind of level? I'd want him playing at the Championship if he went out, so he's probably not ready for that yet. Okay, so we're here at the team meeting page. We're going to introduce ourselves to the players, first of all, and then see where their heads are at in terms of what we want to achieve this season. So I want to introduce myself as Chelsea manager. They're all looking forward to playing for me. Great. Win the title. Challenge for the title. I think we can qualify for the Champions League. Everyone's happy with that, other than some of the better players in the squad who want more than just challenging. I still don't think you're setting us a high enough target given the squad we've got here. I'm grateful for those who do agree with me. Okay, we did a bad job in the meeting, that's a great start. I bet if we go to happiness, things won't be so good. Yeah, we've got some content players. No one unhappy right now though, so that's fine. I'm going to start creating the 3 tactics that we'll be using this season, and I'll come back to you when they're done. Okay, so here we are with our first tactic. We've gone for a tiki-taka. I mean, it's kind of similar to what Chelsea at least try to play in real life. They haven't done it very well recently, but a 4-2-3-1, we have a lot of options in this formation, which is the reason I think I've gone for it. I mean, we've got 2 other good centre-back options when they're fit. Rudiger and Tomori. We've got Willian, who can play on the wing, and Hudson-Odoi when he comes back. Reece James could probably come in at right back, with Azpilicueta moving over to left back. So that is our main formation I think we'll be trying out here. I'm interested to see how Mount will do here, because it seems like this could be his thing. I feel like he could do very well in this formation. We have a 4-2-2, obviously 4-1-4-1 for our second formation. Now, forget about where people are playing in this, because the game doesn't seem to recognise when I switch tactics that I won't want players just moving into random positions. But forgetting personnel, this is the formation it will be. This is for when we play the tougher games. It's a counter-attacking system. As you can see here, it's a cautious one. We'll have Kante or Jorginho sit in here, and then we'll try and catch people on the break. And then our other formation is one I'm going to use to maybe see out time, I imagine. It's a control possession technique. Similar to our 4-2-3-1, we're just dropping Mount or Kovacic if he comes in into the midfield, just to shore things up a bit. And it will also, it's less demanding than the tiki-taka, because the tiki-taka requires people to press a lot. And whether we can keep that up with as small squad as we've got for 90 minutes, probably playing a few games a week, it's a tough ask. I mentioned injuries earlier because, I mean, here's our main team, and usually you can field another 11 of substitutes. However, we've only got 8 subs here, 2 of them on holiday. Because if you look, Antonio Rudiger is injured, not for as long as some of the other people, but he is injured for a good few weeks. We've got Loftus-Cheek out for 5 months, I think it was. Van Ginkel out for 6 or 7. Hudson-Odoi is injured for, let's see, 3 months possibly. So we've got a lot of key players out, and obviously we can't bring anyone in to replace them. So it's a tough ask, but I think we will bring this back. I would say for a transfer special, but I can't bring in players. I'll bring it back for the next episode. Will be the first game of the season. Forgetting friendlies, it will be our first 2 matches I'll do, and we'll see how it goes. I'll try developing the team between them. Hopefully during the friendlies I can figure out a tactic. But other than that, thank you for watching. I know this probably wasn't the best video you've ever seen. It's my first attempt. I'm not bothered about views or anything like that. This could get 0 views for all I care. It's just about me becoming more comfortable doing this. Because as you can probably tell, I'm not very fluid when I'm making these videos, but I'm hoping I will be after doing, God knows, hundreds of videos. I saw another YouTuber basically saying that you have to do 150 videos of anything before you get good at it. So I'm going based on that. I'm not going to look at views or anything like that. But yeah, thank you for watching. I know some people this isn't, I've asked quite a lot of my friends to subscribe, and this probably isn't their cup of tea, but it's something I enjoy making, and something I do anyway, so why not just record it? Because I often talk to myself in my head, as strange as that sounds, so saying it out loud, getting it on camera, why not? Anyway, thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. You probably haven't, but I hope you have. I'll see you in the next one. Thank you, and goodbye.